Hi, this is Mike Regan with Transact's 2-Minute Warning for the week of January 6th. In our first 2-minute warning of 2025, I want to share some important information about what's going on in the LTL markets with the National Motor Freight Classification changes, and also briefly update you on what's happening at our East Coast ports. Folks, we hope you had a great holiday celebration and are ready to head into 2025, make it the best year ever. A lot of things that are happening in the transportation area, and some of these things we've covered in last year's editions of 2-Minute Warnings. In particular, one thing that has really stood out is that if you're an LTL shipper, you need to be paying attention to the changes that are occurring in the National Motor Freight Classification. This is governed by the NMFTA, and it is being made so that the carriers can basically implement the density-based pricing that they've been longing to do for quite some time. Now, one of the things that we are doing is hosting an important webcast on Thursday, January 9th at 11 o'clock. If you haven't signed up for that webcast yet, what are you thinking? We have hundreds ready to go because we have some great resources. Richard Ellis, who's the Vice President of Pricing for Estes and also serves on the board of the NMFTA, will be there to share with you what's happening. Geoff Muessig, Chief Commercial Officer for Pitt Ohio, always gives great insights about how shippers and carriers can be working together. And our buddy Steve Robinson, the CEO of the Supply Chain Project, who comes from a lengthy background in the shipping with shippers there, such as Walmart, Starbucks, and others, will be talking about things that shippers need to do in light of the changes that are being made. Like I said, get signed up today, Thursday, 11 o'clock. You'll be hearing some great information about things that you need to be doing right now. For example, are the products that you ship in scope or out of scope? Don't know what that means? Tune into the webcast. Now, one of the other things we want to briefly update you on is what's going on at the East Coast ports. The union, the ILA, and the USMX have basically come together this week to try and strike a deal ahead of the deadline of January 15th. What's on the table? Well, they've already settled the wage issue, and this is going to be centered on the work rules, particularly the use of automation. Now, will there be a strike? Won't there be a strike? No one knows. But one of the things that we do know is when the incoming President Donald Trump signaled his support for the union, the ILA, and wanting to save American jobs, it basically threw a wrench in it and caused shippers to say, uh-oh, what's going to happen? Well, what Maersk and other ocean carriers are saying is, if you have containers at those East Coast ports this week, what time's left? Get them out of there, because no one knows exactly what will happen. If there is a strike, how long will it last? Now, there are some things that you need to be doing based on all these changes, and that's why you can call your friends here at Transact. We've got some great strategies for managing around the changes in the classification system and things that you can use to reduce your costs by as much as 10%. If you're interested in learning more, send me an email, give us a call, because at Transact, we want to remind you with each and every 2-minute warning, we're on your team. We're here to help, and we're passionate about seeing you be successful. Thanks for your time.